sounds. She's looking at me right now, so that probably means she's gonna get up and run around. Yeah. So, I hope that doesn't bother you too much. Today, I think, instead of a ramble, actually, I'm going to talk about some of the books I've been reading recently. I'm on my reading grind again. It only took 2 years, but I'm back on my reading grind, so let me quickly open up my reading app and see what we've been up to. Okay. I'm in. So I think I'm going to start with last summer, so August 2025. I started reading and finished The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. Now, girl, this is probably the second book I've given 5 stars to. I've never really been a big reader, but Rachel Gillig has a way with writing that got me so into it. I was so invested in the plot and the characters that I read that thing so fast. I remember writing a really good review for it, but I can't find it, so I'm not gonna read it. But I gave it 5 stars. I definitely recommend this book to anybody who likes romantasy. That's my main reading genre. I love romantic fantasy. Next book I read, and I don't think I'm gonna read any of the blurbs for that. I'm just gonna read the title out and then give you guys my rating that I gave it on Storygraph. So the second book was Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. And honestly, guys, I gave this one a 2.5, but I think if I could go back and re-rate it, I would give it a 3. At first, I was like, what the hell am I reading? But after giving it some thought, a full friggin' year of thought, yeah, I think I would give it a 3. It deserves more than a 2.5, but I'm too lazy to go back in and re-rate it, so. And then in my Rachel Gillig bag, girl, she got me. I read One Dark Window, which is the first book in the Shepherd King duology. One Dark Window. I gave that one a 3. I didn't enjoy it as much as The Night and the Moth, but I very much enjoy Rachel's writing, so I gave it a 3 star. And then the next book I read was Carol, which it's also called The Price of Salt, I believe, don't quote me. And that is by Patricia Highsmith. There is a movie with Kate Blanchett about this, and I remember watching the movie but never reading the book, so I thought I would give that a try because I found it at the thrift store. So I gave it a try. So I gave that one a 4-star rating, but again, I would give it a 5 if I went back. That is definitely in my top 3 book reads of all time. And then I read the Bladed Prisoner series, the first one called Killed by Raven Kennedy. I gave that one a 1 star just because it just wasn't for me. Not to say it was a bad book or anything. I just didn't enjoy the writing very much. It wasn't my style, but I might continue. I'm a glutton for punishment. I would like to see where the storyline goes, to be honest. Alright, moving on. I read The Shepherd King, the second book, in the duology, the Two Twisted Crowns, again, by my girl Rachel Gillig. I gave this one a 4. I really enjoyed the plot much more. I enjoyed the characters. This one was based on a different character. I mean, there's multiple POVs, but this one was based on different characters. I enjoyed their POVs a bit more than the first one. Then I read the first book in Blood and Ash, From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I gave this one a 3.5. It was okay. I feel like it would have been a 3, but it was bumped up because it got crazy at the end, girl. Yeah, I was encapsulated by the end, but I haven't continued. I haven't started reading the second book yet. And then I read the second book in the Wicked Games series. I think it's going to be a series by Kaylee Smith. This one was called Enchantra. I gave this one a 3.75. This one I enjoyed much more. I enjoyed, again, a different character, a different POV brought into this book. I enjoyed her POV much more than the main character of the first book, but yeah, 3.75. I'm definitely going to read. I think she is writing more of them. I think there's going to be a third one, so I am definitely going to read that. And then I was on my Sarah J. Maas grind, I guess, because I read A Court of Mist and Fury. Story time. I had already read A Court of Thorns and Roses, like, I want to say a year prior. I wasn't that much of a reader, so I didn't continue, but I found a love for reading, so I jumped back in. I read A Court of Mist and Fury. I gave that a 3 stars, which, now that I'm thinking about that deserved a 4. Oh, it was so good. And then I read A Court of Wings and Ruin. Sorry, I cannot read. Which I gave a 4 as well. I really like Farrah's story. I won't say too much because obviously those are books 2 and 3 in Akatar, and I don't want to spoil anything, but yes, I gave that one a 4. And then I read a book called Whispers of the Deep by Emma Ham. This one is a little bit embarrassing, but I gave this one a 3.5. This is, like, how do I describe this without sounding crazy? A merman romantic fantasy. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. And then short break, I read A Court of Frost and Starlight, which I gave a 4. I was a big fan of ACOTAR after actually getting into it a bit more. And then after that book, I read the first book of the Throne of Glass series. So, Throne of Glass, I gave this one a 4.5. I think I really enjoyed the writing more, if that makes sense. I definitely enjoyed Throne of Glass more than I enjoyed A Court of Thorns and Roses as a first book perspective, for sure. So I gave that one a 4.5. And then getting into this year, because I took a long break. So this is just last month actually that I picked reading back up. I ebb and flow in my reading a lot. I'm very much not consistent, but I got back into it just last month. So I finished the ACOTAR series off. I mean, I know there's 2 more books coming out, but I finished with A Court of Silver Flames, and I gave this one a 3.75, simply because I had started reading this like months ago, and it took me forever because it is so long. But yeah, I finally finished it, and then I hopped right into the Crescent City series because a friend told me that at the end of book 2 and the beginning of book 3 there was a crossover with the ACOTAR universe, and I got excited, so I had to read it. I gave House of Earth and Blood, which is the first book, a 3 stars. I definitely enjoyed it. Now, I'm more of a fantasy reader who enjoys like medieval, like whimsical, how do I put this? Whimsical settings. And the Crescent City setting is more of a dystopian, like they have technology and stuff. Instead of, in ACOTAR, they don't have like phones or anything. Literally everything is very much like a whimsical kind of setting and not a city. It's more of like a castle. So it was kind of hard to get into at first. But I did finish it, and I did give it a 3, and I did go on to read the second one. But between those 2, I read Quicksilver, which I gave a 2.75. I did not enjoy the writing for this one, which again, as I've said before, not to say it's a bad book, I just did not enjoy the writing style. Wasn't for me. So 2.75. And then I read the second book in Crescent City, which is House of Sky and Breath, and I gave this one 4.25. Girl, I was strapped in. After the last few chapters of the first book, I was strapped in. I was so excited to see where the story went. And the cliffhanger at the end of this book, oh my god. I'm so excited to read the third one. I haven't started it yet, but I just downloaded it on Audible. So I'm so excited. The last book I finished was Spark of the Everflame by Ben Cole. I give this one a 2.5. Again, I don't know, I felt like it fell flat for me. I've heard good things about the series, so maybe, I have the first 2 books. I got them for cheap on Book Outlet, but maybe I'll continue, maybe I'll donate. I haven't decided because I just have too many books on my TBR right now. Right now I am finishing Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I really never thought I was going to be a sci-fi person. I'm more like fantasy and romantasy at that. I've never delved too deep into like epic fantasy. I'm more of a romantic fantasy kind of reader, but and definitely not sci-fi, but I really, really, really was enjoying Red Rising. I'm about halfway through the book right now, so I'm excited to finish that. And again, I'm about to read the third book in the Crescent City series. I cannot remember what it's called. Hold on, let me open my Audible app. House of Flame and Shadow. Yes, that's it. Yes, I'm so excited to read that, and I'm not quite halfway through Crown of Midnight, which is the second book in the Throne of Glass series. I'm not too sure because there's also like a prequel, but I think there's a different reading order. I'm not sure. Anyway, don't quote me on that. So yeah, that is all the books I've read recently within the last year, and what I am reading currently, and what's on my TBR. Thanks for listening, and I hope to continue to make videos, more videos in the near future, when I am not working, and yeah, I will see you guys